Hello, this is Tiffany coming to you with Zero Spike and on behalf of my company canrestorehealth.ca, and I'm here with a very special guest to share their testimonial today. It's my father, and I really hope we don't have any embarrassing stories coming. So without any further ado, Ken Martin, thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I've been bothered, inspired, and poked and prodded by a bunch of people to get your story. So they really want to hear the origin, because you were the one that gave me the augmented neck when I was going downhill. And I truly believe it saved my life. It really turned things around.
You're in a tough state.
It was really bad. I was very scared. That day I texted you, we had made my will at that point. So that's where my mindset was.
Well, it was important that didn't happen.
Thanks. Right? Thanks, Dad.
So when you did text me that day and we talked on the phone, I know how hard it is to get people to try something new and different, especially when it comes to vitamins or because everybody has their own,
Yeah.
So I had told you about it several times before you got to that point. And when you were at that point, I said, listen, just come out and try this stuff. And if it doesn't work, then don't take it anymore,
Yeah.
At that time, it was very hard to get my hands on it. And that's why I only gave you 14 pills.
Yeah, I know.
Because I only had a certain amount.
Sure. We have this running joke that he loaned me 14 pills and I had to give him the 14 capsules back. But
because
there's a good reason. Yeah.
It was hard to get.
Yeah.
And of course, I knew once everybody found out about this stuff, it was going to be very popular. And then I gave you the 14 pills. That was a week's worth. And I said, take it. If it doesn't change anything in a week, what have you lost?
Yeah.
Right?
Really. I finally acquiesced because at that point, it's like, well, when you're this bad, there's nothing left to try. I mean, you might as well give it a shot. And I didn't give it a second thought. I'm like, okay, I'll take whatever you're willing to tell me to try at this point. So it's funny because I don't know the story. How did you come across augmented and AC? Now, I know you told me before you were traveling, but did you have symptoms? What led up to it?
I had 2 shots.
Okay, yeah.
And because we vacationed in Aruba and we couldn't go unless you had the shot.
Right.
So my second shot, the first one I had basically nothing. It was probably saline.
What was the first shot? Do you remember?
It was Moderna.
Moderna, okay.
The second one was Pfizer.
Okay, so like me. Yeah.
Yeah, and when I got that shot, my arm was really sore. And I'm thinking, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
And I don't know, 3 or 4 days later, I woke up and part of my face was swollen.
No kidding.
And I'm going, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
And then, so it went down by noon. And then the next day, a different part of my face would swell, but at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
And then I'm thinking, whoa, this is really weird. That went on for 4 or 5 days. Finally, my wife said, you got to go to the hospital. So I went to ER, and I had to put my 8 hours in there.
Oh,
right?
gee. Yeah, Canadian medical system.
And when the doctor talked to me, he said, oh, yeah, well, it's your blood pressure medication. I said, blood pressure medication? He said, yeah, what is that? So I told him. And he said, no, that happens all the time with that. Now, I read everything there is to read about that blood pressure medication because I was on it for 4 or 5 years. And it never happened to me ever. And I read it and it had nowhere in there did it say anything about swelling your face.
Right.
In blotches,
Yeah.
So I said, no, it's the shot. I told him that. And he said, no, it's not that. And he was very defensive.
Really?
Yeah. So then the next 3 or 4 days, and he gave me a prescription, by the way, for steroids.
Oh, okay.
To take care of the swelling.
Swelling, okay.
And when I went to get the prescription filled, the pharmacist told me, this is a really, she said, this is the strongest steroid that a human can take. I said, I don't want that.
No.
She says, no, this is what he wants you to take. So I read about it, and I knew it was going to be a big problem. So I took and I broke it up into like 10 little pieces.
Oh.
And I just took a little piece at a time.
Oh, okay.
And he wanted me to take it twice a day, and I took it once.
That big thing.
Just one pill.
Huge dose.
Yes.
Okay.
Just one pill. And then after, I think it was 5 or 6 days, I thought, I'm not taking this stuff anymore because it made you really hungry.
Oh.
You know?
Oh.
And it was really bad. Oh. So to make a long story short, I didn't feel well. I was always tired. My legs hurt. My feet hurt. And I just couldn't, I had no energy. Talk about brain fog.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I was in London all the time, you know?
No kidding.
And so and there was nothing out there. You do a little bit of research here, a little bit of research there. Couldn't find anything that was going to help, except for like ivermectin, but you couldn't get ivermectin in Canada.
It's surprising, yeah.
I went online and I watched Dr. Tina.
Dr. Tina Pierce.
Yes.
Love that lady.
It was her very first video that she'd done.
Okay.
And she went on about how, everything that happened to her.
Yeah.
And then she mentioned this company in Italy, a laboratory that had come up with this, how to get rid of the spike protein. And I knew, because I researched the spike protein, I knew that originally that came from a snake. And I knew that the people who created this thing did a really good job.
Yeah.
They got it. It was a specific snake that resides in China, and they got the spike protein from that, and they knew it was almost impossible to get out of your body.
Jeez.
So
this Fabio Zaffi himself says it's snake venom.
Yeah,
it's a
what
neurotoxin.
Yeah. And they put it in anyway.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, then I tried to get a hold of some, and this was in December or January, and I know we go to Aruba in February. So, and then finally I got a hold of someone at, I think it was BAI, it was called then.
Okay, yeah.
And which is now Zero Spike. And I got a hold of someone, and they said, well, we're just getting it into New York. And I said, well, I would like to get some, and I live in Canada, but right now I'm in Aruba, you know, and I won't be back till the end of March. So they said, fine. I finally got the product when we got back from vacation, and I started taking it. And there were days that I would spend in my relaxing chair downstairs. I would spend almost half my day there because I had no energy.
Really?
You know?
Yeah.
So I started taking it, and it was a couple days after, and I started getting my energy back.
Oh.
And after I started getting my energy back, then my legs loosened up, you know.
Yeah.
And once I started feeling good, I thought to myself, this stuff is fantastic.
Really?
And I'm thinking, I got to tell somebody.
Yeah, no kidding.
So and then I remember I think it was around May, I brought it to your attention. And that's when Uncle Gordy was sick.
That's right.
And I went out in June or July to see my brother in Calgary.
With esophageal cancer.
Yes. I brought this up to Anne Marie. I said, you should talk to these people. I said, because this stuff is really good. And nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
So then when I got home, you said how you felt, how you were feeling. So I said, you got to come over, and you come over tomorrow. And you said, okay. And that's when I gave you the pills. And I told Christine, I said, if this doesn't work, I don't know what's going to help her.
Oh, no.
You.
Me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was scary.
It was scary. It was really scary. And then I think it was Daniele that I contacted. And I said, listen, I want more augmented NAC. And I said, but can I somehow become the distributor for Canada?
Yeah.
And he said, well, sure. And I told him where we were. I said I was down in Kingsville, right next to the border, going over to Detroit. And he said, well, that's a fantastic spot. He said, that's really good. And I said, no, it wouldn't be me. It'd be my daughter.
Oh,
I said, my daughter,
yeah.
Tiffany,
Okay.
she can do a fantastic job on this.
Oh,
And he said, okay. He said, give me her contact information and that. And just so happened, you became very aggressive and you got in touch with them.
I had emailed them too,
And you emailed them
Lisa got in touch with me. So all of a sudden,
Yeah.
yeah, two
But
people.
it worked though.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
it did. Yeah,
And
yeah,
and I remember saying to you that don't do this for money.
right,
This is not for money.
right.
This is to heal the public.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
and,
So, do you think things are different? Actually, let's go back to the augmented NAC. Did you always stay at 2 a day?
No. No, what I did was 2 a day. I did find that it upset my stomach. I have a really tedious stomach.
And me too. And N-acetylcysteine historically, just in general, is a little hard on the stomach. So, like, that's why I kind of start people off on it with food. It is actually better absorbed on an empty stomach. But sometimes when people aren't well, which half of us aren't anymore, asking them to do it on an empty stomach is
It's
it's
hard.
hard.
It's
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I started taking 2 a day with food
Good. Okay.
because I knew my stomach wouldn't be able to handle this. I couldn't handle anything. Anyway, so I started taking 2 a day. And then after a month, I started thinking, you know what? Because I remember Dr. Tina said that after a while you can reduce it and then maybe go off of it. So I like that idea because I don't like to be hooked on anything, right?
Right.
So I decided that I would cut it back to 1. And then I did that for a month and it never really caused any difference. Then I quit. I quit taking it. 2 or 3 months later, started feeling sluggish again. And I'm going, oh, that's spike protein's back. So I went back on it, but I only went 1 a day.
Oh,
And
okay.
since then, my wife, Christine, and I, what we do is we go on a protocol of for a month, month and a half, and we'll take 1 a day each. And then after that, we'll go off for a couple months. And if we start to feel sluggish, we start to feel like, it's starting to come back, we go back on it again. And it seems to clean our system out,
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Well, and let's keep in mind too, you have some other contributing factors to that. Like your home, you guys cook, grow a lot of your own food. You cook your meals here. You don't go out very often. You hit Costco once a week, so your exposure is low, which is kind of a benefit too. Plus you guys work outside, so you get a lot of good vitamin D, so important. So you've got these things kind of keeping everything in check, but still every now and then you got to jump back in on the protocol, eh?
When I go to the doctor, if I see any doctor, my first thing I say to them now is, how much nutrition training have you had?
Wow, good question.
And, I haven't found one that said more than a week.
Yeah.
They have no idea. And if they don't know about nutrition, they don't know about things like this.
That's right.
And if they're not willing to say, okay, well, this is because of your diet, right? Then they're not willing to say, you might want to try this augmented NAC,
Yeah.
because they're obviously there for the money, but they're supposed to be there for a patient to make them well, right? Not to continually keep them sick so that they can make money over and over and over again.
Right. Yeah.
And that's, we get off on a tangent where it comes to Rockefeller and
Yeah.
what they did.
Carnegie's and
Yeah.
completely changing our medical system over the last 140 years, 130 years. And they did away with all of our natural things, but the things that worked, the things that have worked for many years. And,
Grandma gave me, Grandma Martin gave me her doctor's book.
Oh,
And I have it here if you'd like to see it.
I would love that. Not right at this moment, but what do you mean by doctor's book? Just so other people understand.
It's about this thick.
Okay.
And it's extremely tender and old.
Sure.
It was written in the late 1800s and early 1900s.
Oh, wow.
Her father gave it to her.
Oh.
And every page in there, and they have a cure for everything in there. And every page, there's nothing that is artificially manufactured.
Right.
Absolutely everything comes from the earth. Everything.
Yeah.
You know, different plants, different. And when the Rockefellers and the Carnegies and the people with all the dough, you know.
Oil.
Yeah. They went to the universities, the medical colleges, and said, listen, unless you change your curriculum, no more
We're
money.
withholding funding.
Yeah.
But we'll give you lots of funding if you start to veer this way.
That's right.
So this is such an important conversation that we're having right now, because people have to understand that this isn't just something that happened in the last 5 years, you know, but never before have we seen such a difference before and after a health protocol, a health rollout. Like we'll circle back again, I guess, to the augmented neck. But, you know, again, people do your research, like look into things, find out what's going on, understand that even the people that are behind this, right, they've done their research. There's a lot of information about N-acetylcysteine as well as augmented NAC. And despite what rabbit hole you go down or truth seekers that you're trying to find out, really it's about advocating for yourself, for your family, because we can't just trust certain things that are told to us anymore.
Yes.
Blindly.
And you know, the pharmaceutical industry really should be called a mafia or organized crime.
Yeah.
Because really that's what they are. And unfortunately, every time you bring something up like that, the medical associations, that's taboo. You can't, because they're all in their pockets. Let's face it, it's all about this.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
When I found out about the spike and I did my deep dive and I really understood the truth about the spike protein, which is it's an efficient killer. It's so multi-layered in how destructive it is. I mean, people don't know it's a prion. Remember mad cow disease?
Yeah.
Remember, that was a big deal. This is a prion. So a prion, just in case anybody doesn't know, it's a badly folded protein that then causes the surrounding proteins to become badly folded. But then those proteins cause the surrounding proteins to become badly folded. So that's happening in all of us right now with the presence of that injection spike. The virus spike is actually slightly less dangerous, I guess we can say. So, but it takes a little bit of time because now we're just starting to see the progression of it. Now you see people with a persistent cough. You see people who are turning color. They're pale. They're a brownish color. We've got turbo cancers. You name it. I like what's off limits now. It can go everywhere in the body.
Tiffany, the biggest thing is for people to know their body.
Yes, that's
Get
such a good
to
point.
know your body.
Yes.
Because you know better than any doctor what's wrong with you.
That's right.
And all you have to do is ask your body and it'll tell you. When you're sleeping at night, before you go to sleep, ask your body, ask yourself, what's wrong with me? And in the next 2 days, it'll tell you. You just have to listen. And if you listen, there are now with augmented NAC, there's really no reason why you should have that spike protein left in your body.
Yeah. I just
Honestly,
have to stay on top of it.
It's very inexpensive.
In the grand scheme of things, I spent $60 for a month of probiotics and I have no idea if they worked.
Yeah.
But I do know I can draw a line in the sand from before my life with augmented NAC and after.
You know what happened to Christine on her second shot?
Yes, your wife. Yeah.
I thought she was dead.
Yeah. Share with us, if you don't mind, what happened.
Okay, she got her second shot because we wanted to go to Aruba.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
Okay.
It's good reason.
So she got her shot and she started feeling very sick. And I said, well, they say you might actually feel like you have COVID.
Yeah.
So she went and laid down. And I mean, she was gone, you know, asleep. And I tried to wake her up several times. And I actually took one of our mirrors and held it in front of her nose to make sure she was still breathing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that must have been scary.
Yeah. Well, I actually thought she was dead.
No kidding. Okay.
And then about 2 hours later, she started to come around.
Okay.
But that's, I mean,
You also said, didn't she say she had kind of menstrual irregularities as well, or
well, it threw her into menopause.
it threw in her menopause?
Yeah.
For how long? Or is
After
she?
now, this is what happened.
Okay.
After she went into that, she might not want me to be saying this, but
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Christine.
after this happened to her,
Yeah.
we started taking augmented NAC, and then she come back.
No kidding.
Yeah,
No kidding.
she has her regular.
No kidding. Cycle again, which she should.
Yeah.
She's not. We're not at that age yet. So because she's, Anyway. So yeah. So you can't make this stuff up. This is incredible. And it's not the only time. I mean, there are so many studies from around the world where women's irregularities. In fact, there's a paper on my website that talks about menstrual irregularities in non-vaccinated children of vaccinated parents. So they were getting menstrual irregularities from the shedding from their parents.
Yeah.
And they tested them and they're like, oh yeah, this is the spike that your parents have. You can actually tell which spike it is. So any questions about shedding, there's lots of proof out there. Pfizer knew it. It's in their documents. They knew about it already. So
yeah, did you see the sheet of paper?
The 9-page one, or the insert that was in there when they'd unfold it and be completely
Dr. John McDonald.
black?
Is it McDonald?
McCullough?
Campbell.
Dr. Campbell, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was watching him one day, and he was leafing through all the things that they said that
9 pages
the
in
shots would cause.
Small print.
I mean,
Yeah.
they never said anything before they gave you the shot.
Right. Is that informed consent, do you think?
No, it's not informed consent.
But again, this is the conversation we need to all have in your own country, in our country. Everybody needs to kind of have the same conversation. So, Dad, any other advice before we say goodbye?
Oh yeah, one more thing. I read this in a book a long time ago. 90% of everything you see on television is not true.
Yeah, maybe even over that now.
Yeah, it might be 99.
Because you wonder how much real information you're getting. You know what? You told it to me, and now I use this phrase, follow the money.
Yep.
You follow the money, you'll find out. Well, that's a great place to stop. Honestly, thank you so much for joining me, Dad. This was really nice and slightly embarrassing, but that's okay. So if you want to find out more information, please visit zerospike.org, and you can also visit in Canada, canrestorehealth.ca for more information. So thank you for joining us, and keep the conversation going.